Here's how to fill out the 2021-2022 housing application. After you have gone to the main Housing and Residence Live page, you will see that there is an Apply Here section. In the Apply Here section, you'll be able to find a link to apply for the Fall 21, Spring 22 application. After clicking on that link, you will be redirected to sign in if you're not already signed in, but because I was, it redirected me to the page before you begin the application. After reading through the information on this page, if you are ready, you will click on the link that is labeled "Click here to begin your housing application." On the following page, you will notice that there are multiple applications that you can select from. The first one is for the academic year 2021-2022, which is the one we will be selecting. The second one is for the summer. The last one is for the academic year that is currently taking place. Because this one is the academic year 2021-2022, that means it's for students who are planning to move in August 2021. So this will be for students who are starting in August. So this will be the application that you will want to choose. And click here to apply. On the welcome page, you'll see a breakdown of all of the application non-refundable fees and the processes for both first-time students and returning students. After reading this page, click Save and Continue. The following page will allow for you to change personal and contact details. This includes being able to set a preferred name and selecting a t-shirt size and putting your phone number. Press Save and Continue. The Welcome Returning Residents page only shows up for residents that are returning residents, and it explains how there is a fee that is waived. This does not happen for first-time residents. On the Payment Authorization page, the first-time residents will see the $150 non-refundable application fee that was mentioned on the previous page. Returner residents will not have that fee. When you're done with this page, press Save and Continue. The shopping cart checkout page is where you will see, as a first-time resident or a returning resident, the cost of your application fee. When you're ready to move on from this page, press Pay Now. This next page for the shopping cart receipt should say Payment Successful, and it will give you a breakdown of the items you paid for. So it'll say the application fee and the cost. If you would like to, you can print this page. And when you're done with this page, you can press Save and Continue. The following page is for residents to answer their roommate profile questions. These questions help you to find someone that has similar living styles. These questions are referring to your personal likes, your wake-up time preference, your sleeping preferences, cleanliness preferences, smoking, visitation, and there's also a box at the bottom of the page where you can put a little bit about yourself and what you might be looking in for a roommate. Once you're done with this page, you can click Save and Continue. The Room Preferences page is where you can select the building that you would prefer to live in and whether it be a double or single occupancy. And you can add up to 4 different buildings. And once you're done with this page, you can press Save and Continue. Living learning communities are available to first-time residents. These are optional and can provide you a unique experience living with an individual with shared interests. You can only choose one living learning community. There are a total of 4 communities to choose from. Ways of the Wolf and UW Gaming and Esports are open to all first-year students. Honors and music require an application. If you do not wish to join any and continue on, as I do, leave each box selection blank before pressing Save and Continue. Roommate groups allows you to become a part of a group during the room selection process. The leader of the group can select rooms for the group. You can join a group, search for a roommate group, search for roommates by detail, search for roommates by profiles, or suggest roommates on this page. When using the search for roommate using their details, you'll want to use their screen name, which is basically their email, just without the @my.wesca.edu, or their student number, which is their 917 number, to try and find them. This will make it a lot easier to find them. Under Suggest Roommates, you will find individuals who are matches for you, or the highest matches for you. And you can look at their profiles through here as well. It will take you back to the roommate group's homepage and it will show you whether or not you're in a group. Because I decided not to join a group, it states not in a group. Groups are optional and I am ready in my application to move on. So I'm going to select Save and Continue. The medical and accommodation page gives a disclaimer about spinal meningitis, which should be read through thoroughly, and explains how a student can receive accommodations through the American Disability Act. If needing information on housing accommodations, select Yes in the box before pressing Save and Continue. Organizational housing only refers to housing that would be available to returning residents. This is housing that's found in the village. If you are a returning student and you are planning to live in the village, you would select Yes. If you are not a returning student, you will not be seeing this page. On the room selection page, you are shown locations that you can select either as a first year or a returning student. You can select the building you would like to live in, and it shows you rooms that are currently available. Once in that building, you can change the room types and you can add additional buildings on the side panel. The listings also show the number of other occupants in the room at the time of the viewing. You can also look at the room information by clicking Show Room Info. When looking at the room info, you can see the profile of the individual that's already in the room. You can also send them a message. When you find a room that you like, you can choose to add it to the cart. You will then be prompted to select a bed for that room. To move on, press Continue to Contract. On the 2021-2022 contract page, you will notice that there is a timer at the top of the page. If you hover over it, it shows that your cart will expire in that time, meaning your selected room will have to be reselected. The 2021-2022 contract is a PDF that is 2 pages long. It is embedded in this page. It discusses the following areas: the contract period, application fees and room rates, eligibility, room assignments, accommodations, opening and closing of residence halls, damages and damage billing, insurance, and terminate contract. It is possible to download the contract and to print the contract from this page through these 2 buttons up here. You can also print the contract down here through this button. You can also print the contract down here through this button. After reading through all of the contract, you will sign that you have read it using your student ID, which is the 917 number. And if you were referred to live on campus, you can use this optional box to put in their username right here. Once you are done with this page, press Sign Contract and confirm room booking. On the application summary page, it shows the full room booking. So it's me and one other person in this room. And then the actual booking summary, which is the room I'm in, the room type, and where that room is located. And then you have the opportunity to print the application summary. And then if you decide to, you can go to the room change portal. This is the end of the process, and we just want to thank you for choosing to go west and live west.